I'm Karen, one of the nutritional therapists at Embracing Nutrition. So I just wanted to jump on video today to talk to you about histamine, particularly as it's Allergy Awareness Month. So typically histamine shows up in the spring and summer when we're outside, we're coughing, we're sneezing, and it comes from pollen from plants. Now, the lesser known fact is that high histamine and histamine reactions like rashes, stomach pain, and even some mild brain fog can also stem from other imbalances in the body. For example, high estrogen, so hormonal imbalances in women. It can occur in times of high stress or even long-term chronic stress with our busy daily lives. It can also occur when we have something called dysbiosis, so imbalance in the bacterial balance within our guts and prohistamine producing strains of bacteria. So what should we do about these things? Well, I always start with functional testing. There's 3 key tests that I would use here. One is a comprehensive stool analysis. We can analyse the bacteria in the gut and actually see what's going on. Is it pro-inflammatory? Is it excess bacteria because of poor estrogen recycling, known as the beta-glucuronidase marker? Or is it down to high histamine strains in the gut? Secondly, if there's stress involved, we may be able to find that out through an oats test. So we look at your urine, check, are you really deficient in zinc, magnesium, B6? Is stress at play in your particular case? Finally, I would look at your genetics. There's a simple cheek swab. You can determine, do you have the correct genes to break down bacteria in your gut in terms of breaking down the histamine, or do you have the correct genes to help you process histamine through the liver? And these are specifically the DAO gene, which you've probably heard about if you've ever taken an over-the-counter antihistamine, and they're also known as the HNMT and MTHFR genes through our liver. MTHFR has had so much press recently with the Gary Brecker podcast about health optimization, and it's thought that around 60% of the UK carry a variant in this gene. So this means that you will struggle to break down certain of the nutrients which help us process histamine in the body, namely B vitamins. So this is really life-changing information to find out. Once we've discovered what the root cause is, my goal is to help put it right and minimise your reactions to histamine, whether that be a digestive discomfort, irritable mood because of stress, or if it's something else in food sensitivities. For example, it may even be your healthy diet. So if we're thinking our diet is really good because it contains lots of avocados, tomatoes, spinach, maybe some leftover cooked meats, these can all be individually really high histamine foods. We've got to consider our overall balance of histamine. Just like a bucket or a glass of water, if we keep topping it up with water, it will eventually overflow. That's exactly what we're looking at with histamine. So it's about limiting histamine from intake from foods temporarily, just a couple of weeks, and then we can start supporting the clearance through that targeted functional testing. I love working with clients to be their own health detective and find out what's going on. So if you have histamine issues, as I mentioned in this video, do reach out today for a free health call, for a discovery call, and to discuss working with us further.